a Canadian wallet, but regardless, whatever wallet you're withdrawing to, it's really important to just the first few steps, right? From hyperverse to who, and then from there, you can pretty much send it to anywhere. We like to try to showcase a different wallet each training. And yes, we do more so Canadian wallets, but we haven't gone through all of them yet. But we hope to do that and provide some, videos too eventually. But I swear every time I do a recording, the back office changes. So we're gonna try to have some videos ready for you guys shortly, okay? All right, so here is a quick snapshot of what we're going to be looking at today. So you can take a screenshot of that if you'd like. That really, again, this is specific to Newton, but it's helpful with any wallet that you'll be using. Okay, so the first step, we're going to be on hyperverse, and there's 3 major steps that we do there, with some steps in between: intertransfer, exchange, withdraw. And always, I'm going to say this over and over again because we forget, from hyperverse to who, it does take 12 to 48 hours for your funds to arrive. Okay, once we have our funds on the who exchange, here is where we're going to trade our MRWF for USDT. And then in the case of Newton, they no longer support USDT. So we just have to make one more trade from USDT to USDC. Okay, and then from there, we're going to transfer it over to Newton. In Newton, we're going to swap our USDC for Canadian dollars or fiat, and then you just do a simple e-transfer back into your bank account. Okay, so those are the major steps, and we're going to show you step by step. We're going to break it down for you. All right, so Nicole, if you want to share your screen.
On that note, it's my turn.
Yay!
Yes. Okay. Can you guys see my screen? Yeah?
Yes, I can.
All right. I just have to look for. Security. Let's see if it'll let me. Nope. Sorry, guys, just logging in. Bam, awesome. Okay, so if none of you guys have logged in onto your desktop, welcome to the new desktop layout. I'm usually in my phone. I didn't actually log in via desktop until today, but I was told that, surprise, we've got some changes. So here we go. Now to do your withdrawal, you will need to go to the top border here, and we're going to go into assets. So you're going to select asset. Feel free to write this down. It's very important. Okay, now in order to know how much you can withdraw, you need to see what is in your reward. So the next thing you're going to select is your rewards, and it'll tell you your amount that is available for withdrawal. Now, just to make sure, anytime you're doing a withdrawal, it has to say 50 HU or more, okay? Now, 50 HU is not quite enough, so I always suggest at least 100, 150, and then more, okay? Now, from here, what we wanna do is we wanna take the HU rewards from the reward section and send it over to financial. Now, in order to do so, the first thing you have to do is select intertransfer. It's this green button right here. So we're going to select that, and then you're going to come to the screen. Can you guys see my screen okay, or do I need to enlarge it some more for you? Somebody?
Maybe a little bit bigger.
How's that?
That's better.
Not too big?
No, that's good. It's
okay.
Awesome.
So, thank you. No problem. Intertransfer green button brings you to this. So here you'll see it says rewards account. That is where your balance is that you can move around. Right underneath it'll say financial, because that's what we're sending it to. So make sure it says rewards account. to financial. It can say offset, but that is for a whole other training session, so we'll leave that for another day. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to either type in the amount that we want to withdraw off the platform, or we're going to select all, which is what I'm going to do. But if I only wanted to take off, say, 1,000 HU, then I would only type in 1,000. I'm going to select all. And as you can see, the total HU is there. It matches what's up there in my rewards balance. Sorry, I have to small it. Then I'm going to hit confirm, enter transfer, and then type in my transaction password at this point. And it's going to confirm that I've just moved my rewards from my rewards account to my financial account, the total amount of HU, and it says the date and time of which I did it. Then we're going to select to go back home, back to home. Bigger. Go down. Sorry for the moving of the screen, everybody. And we're going to go back and we're going to select asset again. Now, since I've moved the funds from my rewards to my financial, this now zeroes out. So the next thing I'm going to select is I'm going to select financial. This is going to have the total amount of what I've just sent over plus my HBT, which is down here. I have not moved my HBT off the platform, so don't worry about that. But then if I scroll down, wait, no, you don't see it yet. You don't see it yet, never mind. Okay, so now we're going to exchange it for the HU for MOF. So we're going to click the purple button here, which says exchange. I'm going to make my screen bigger. There we go. And then we're going to be brought to this page here. So at the top here, it says exchange. That lets you know that you're in the right location. There's 3 options here. We're going to be withdrawing HBT, MOF, TRC20. So that's going to be highlighted purple. My total amount in HU is down here in available balance. So I'm going to select all. Again, you have the option to type in how much you want to withdraw off the platform, but I'm withdrawing all of that off the platform. So I'm going to select that. So you're going to see the total amount here, but 10% is going to go into HBT, and then 90% is going to go to MOF. How do I move this thing? Sorry. I need to do that. Okay. So what you want to pay attention to, other than these numbers here, is this number right here. This is the current price of MOF. So what I'm going to do, and what I suggest everybody does, is when you're at this stage here in the exchange, before you do anything else, you want to write this number down right here. So it is 0.001580. So that is the current price of MOF. You want to know this amount for when you are withdrawing off the platform, if you wish to calculate the potential fees that it costs to take the funds off of this platform and send it to Who or OKX or whatever platform you're sending it to. But you also want to keep this number in mind for when your funds do reach Who, when you are going to exchange or sell for USDT or any other crypto. You want to make sure that you're at least selling for a number higher than this. So it's always important to keep this in your records, but always track your numbers as you're doing your withdrawals, okay? So now that I know what that number is, I'm going to hit confirm. So I want to exchange it. And then again, I type in my transaction password. And then it's going to let me know that I've exchanged for this much worth of HVT and this much worth of MOF TRC20. Again, you can write it down, or you could do what I like to do, and I literally just take a screenshot or a picture with my phone, if I could get the angle right. There we go. And then I write it down. Then we're going to go back home. Move this far away. So you can check your, well, I guess it's going to say check your exchange records. It used to give you the option to go straight back home. And then you'll see your records here. So what I've converted to HBT versus MOF, and then it's broken down here as well. Now we go back home by clicking this arrow at the top left screen. And again, and now we're back here under financial. And the last step before you send it to who is to select withdraw, which is the blue button here next to exchange. So here is when you're going to need to have your Who Exchange platform open, or whatever exchange platform that it is that you use. But at the top here, you're going to see that it says HDAO. We're not withdrawing in HDAO, so just be very mindful of this bar right here. When you're withdrawing in a separate token, you want to change that. So we're going to select the arrow to the right. And we're going to, this list is going to pop up. We're going to select MOF TRC20 for this withdrawal, and then everything changes. So here you're going to need to collect your deposit address. I have mine saved on the platform already, but I'm going to show you how you find it. So you're going to go into your Who, you're going to log in. I'm already logged in. You're going to select asset and then my assets. And it's going to load. Perfect. Then, even though it's there already, but you're going to search MOF. Usually it's just USDT that will show up here in the top right. So then you're going to select MOF to pull up this here, and you're going to make sure you click it, and then that's when this will change to MOF. And then you want your deposit address because you're depositing funds onto this platform here. So you're going to see that it's HSC. This is not what we use. We use TRC20. So we're going to select that, and you're going to see the QR code, and then right underneath it is the deposit address key. To the right of it, there's these two little boxes. You're going to click it, and it's going to automatically copy. And then you're going to bring it back over to Hyper, and you're going to paste it. Now, always copy and paste your deposit addresses, your withdrawal addresses, whatever it is that you're sending money to. Never ever type it out yourself. You will make a mistake and then you will lose your funds. It is imperative that you always copy and paste. And just to confirm that you've copied and pasted the correct address, just write down on a piece of paper the first 3 to 4 digits and the last 3 to 4 digits, and then you can compare it. So for me, it's TB7Z. I go back to Who, I see TB7Z, then I go to the end and it's FCLH. I go to Hyper and I see FCLH. Perfect. So that's in there. And then I want to select, again, the quantity of MOF that I'm withdrawing. Again, you can type it out based on the MOF that's available here. The easiest thing to do is just select all. Now, if you want to know what the fees are for the withdrawal, you're going to take the current price that you wrote down from the previous page, and you're going to multiply it by this number right here, the MOF transaction fees. So just to give you a little bit, it's going to be roughly around $20. So it'll be 0.001580 multiplied by 12658.27. Yeah, $20 on the nose. That's perfect. So here, deposit address. Here is the amount of MOF that I'm withdrawing off the platform. This is the fee. So take this minus the fee. Down here is the total MOF that I will be receiving in my Who. Also make note of this number here for yourself, so you know that what is going to be showing up in Who matches what was taken off of this platform for yourself. 4, 3. Perfect. Then we're going to select withdraw. And now it's going to ask you for your email verification code. So I like to have my cell phone ready for this. And these codes come in fairly quickly. So I'm just going to type it in, and don't worry if you see it because it changes every single time. Then it's going to ask you for your transaction password, which you won't see. And then voila. Withdraw submission successful. And then you can check your records just by clicking that button there. And then you'll see right here the amount that I'm supposed to be receiving in who. It's going to say pending. Again, it takes about 12 to 48 hours to get onto who. And then the date and time stamp is right here. Now, at this point, before we continue moving on to who, did anybody have any questions?
To the who, let's see. Okay, seems like it's still good. All right, so again, Nicole did the first half, and that is exchanging your HU to MOF and then withdrawing your MOF off of the platform. And so let's pretend it's 12 to 40 hours later and my MOF has arrived at who. I'll know that because in my hyperverse back office, in the withdrawal records, you will see completed instead of pending review. So pending review is when, you know, we're waiting for it to arrive. You will see completed when it has arrived at its destination. You'll also probably get an email or a text message from the who letting you know that some of your, sorry, not some, your funds have been deposited, okay? So right now I am on the home page of the who exchange. And I want to go see where my MOF is. So Nicole showed us that before. We want to go to asset and click on my asset. And that will take me to the balance area. So the balance area is like the wallet, okay? So if you're using the who on your desktop, some of the headings may be a little bit different than if you're using it on your mobile device or tablet. And even so, it will depend if you're using an iPhone or an Android. I find some of the headings may be a little bit different, but nevertheless, they're all pretty much, you know, they're the same idea for the headings. You just have to kind of learn as you go along and, you know, what's unique to your device. So I don't see my MOF here. So what I'm going to do is go to the search area and type in MOF. Okay, and remember again, MOF stands for molecular future. So when I type it in the search bar, I see my MOF populate here. Another way I could have located that is I would hit hide coins in small amount. And when I do that, it will just take away all the zeros and show me the coins that I have available. Okay, so here is my MOF. I'm just going to click on MOF. And you'll see it populate on the right side here. So this is showing me I have 214,561 MOF. In USDT, it's the equivalent of 338, okay, 127. So that's what that number is telling me here. So again, the first step we want to do, we want to transfer our MOF from the balance to the spot area. The spot account is where the trading happens. All right, so there's two ways we can get to the spot trading area, but in order to transfer it, I want to go over here and hit asset transfer. Okay, so when I hit asset transfer, it's saying that I want to transfer from my balance to the spot account. If I click down on the arrow, you'll see that's pretty much the only thing I can select. Okay, so spot account. Now, if I didn't want to transfer all of my MOF, I could just type in manually what I want to transfer. In my case, I'm going to transfer all. Okay, so then that just populates there. And then I will just hit submit. The top, you'll see the transfer happened. I'm in my balance now. Now you see no MOF. So to go to my spot account, I can just click on spot account. And then you'll see the MOF there. Okay, so that is step number one. Now I want to go to the trading area. So again, like I said, there's two ways I can go about that. If I go to the right, let me just make my, if I go over to the right and hover over trade, oops, I'm on H down. I'm going to click on my MOF. There we go. So I can just go over. Oops, my computer is, sorry. I can just hover over trade, and then you'll see the MOF USDT trading pair. If I click on that, it will take me to the spot trading area, or at the top you'll see spot trading. I can click on that as well. Okay, so I'm just going to go over here and click on MOF USDT. And then this is the part that scares most people. This is where we gasp for air, but don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Okay, so let me just move my Zoom controls here. All right, so first things first, you'll see the trading pair here, meaning I'll be trading MOF for USDT. If you log in, it will probably say BTC and USDT. That's Bitcoin and USDT. So if that's the case, you can just go over to the search bar and type in MOF. Okay, so when I type that in, you will see the trading pair here. I'll just click on that and you can see it changed at the top. Okay. So I'm not going to pay attention to the graph here, the candles and bars and none of that stuff. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to the bottom. All right, bottom of the screen. That's really what I want to focus on, this area here. Okay, and then the order book. So what's happening here, you'll see my available balance for MOF. That is how much MOF I have here. And I want to sell. So the sellers of MOF, or the sellers in general, will be red. So I'm in red. And these are the other folks that are selling their MOF. And then the folks who want to buy MOF are over here in the right side. They're green and also green here. So we're going to look for the people who want to buy MOF because I'm selling. Okay, so the number on the left is the price that they will purchase it at. And then the number in the middle is the volume. So how much they want to purchase. All right, so if you can see, the numbers will be going downward. So this will, I want to look for the best price, which will usually be at the top. All right, so if I just, let's say, click on the top one here. So it's showing me that it's 26, is that 26 million? I think, 1, 2, 3. Yes, so 26 million MOF. And so I definitely have, I think I have less than that. Yep, I have definitely less than that. So once I click on that, I'm going to see this area populate. So again, it's showing me how much that person wanted to purchase. Now, I don't have that much to sell. Okay, so I'm going to just hit 100%. And then I'm going to be selling 100% of my MOF today. So here it's telling, it's showing how much MOF I'm going to sell. I want to sell all of it. And then here it's showing me how much USDT I'm going to get in for that trade. Okay. Other things to know, I'm on the limit order area. Again, I'm not going to go into detail with that, but the limit order really is when also too, if you want to set the price. So I think Nicole, I think it was 0.0015. If I wanted to sell it for 0.0017, I could set the price and leave it there. And then once that price, gets to that price, it would just sell my MOF automatically. If not, you would do a market order. So you're kind of taking what's available right now. And you can also, click on market order here. But I just leave it on limit order. I'm not setting a price. I'm just taking what's available. Okay, so I'm happy with that. I've chosen a buyer, and I clicked on it. It's showing me how much I'm going to be selling and how much USDT I'm getting in return. I'm just going to hit sell MOF, order placed, and that's it. I have sold my MOF. So I have 0 MOF available. Now I have 336 USDT. Now, for example, if I was withdrawing to NDAX, I would be done with the trade. But because I'm not sending it to NDAX or I don't know, Kraken or whatever wallet, Coinbase that takes USDT, the wallet that I'm using today doesn't have that. So I have to trade it one more time to a coin that it takes. So today I'm going to be doing Newton. And so, sorry, Newton. Therefore, I'm going to be, I want to now purchase USDC. So in order to do that, I just have to go back. Oops. Okay, I'm going to go back. And I'm just going to click out of there. And I'm going to type in USDC. Okay, so there we go, USDC. And I'm going to select USDC, perfect. Again, I'm going to go back down to this area here. So now, okay, so now I'm going to be buying USDC. So I need to look for someone who's selling it. All right, I'm just going to just zoom out a little bit. So I'm going to want to look for someone in red. Okay. So I have, let's see. So I'm going to choose one. And naturally, I would want to go with one of the lower prices to buy it at. Okay. And when I go down here, oops. Let's see, they're saying that by USDC. Nope, I'm going to hit 100%. Okay. Because they were selling more than I wanted to buy. So I just wanted to, I'm just going to give up 100% of my USDT for the USDC. Did I do that correct? Hold on a second. Yes, okay, perfect. So I'm just going to click on buy USDC. Okay, so that was placed, it's gone through. Now I have 335 USDC. If you see here, I have just under $1 of USDT. I think the minimum to trade is $2 or 2 USDT. So that's why you're gonna have a little bit left over there, okay? So now I have my USDC. The next step is to transfer it back to the balance area. Right now we're in the spot trading area. I want to go back to the balance area. And in order to do that, I just have to hit transfer. Okay, the coin is USDC. The transfer direction here is saying from balance to spot. I'm just going to click on these 2 arrows. Now it's going from spot, where we are, to balance. I'm going to transfer all. If I didn't want to transfer it all, I would just manually input the amount. But I hit transfer all when I hit confirm. Okay, so to go back, I am just going to go to at the top here, assets, and click on my assets. Okay. Now I don't see it right now, so I'm just going to refresh. All these platforms, you do have to do a lot of refreshing. Okay, I'm still there and I don't see it. So I'm going to hit hide coins in small amount. And there we go. There's my USDC. All right, folks. So I have traded my MOF to USDT, and then